All right, y'all. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Oh man, hold on, hold on. I gotta get my headphones. Me right apparel. What's going on, brother? Salute. Mic check. Oh man, my mic got that little funky. Hold on, man. Mic check, mic check. Man, I got that funky noise back there. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Does it sound staticky? See if it sounds staticky. Man, I was about to give it to y'all too. I was about to give it to y'all, but it seems that my mic does not want to act right. Mic don't. Unmute. Mic check. Mic check. Shalom, Most High Christ bless, brother. Man, I got this static in here. How bad is the static, y'all? I'm gonna try to just fight through it. All I'm doing is talking. All I'm trying to do today is talk and give. Can't hear. Okay, we good now. All I'm trying to do today is just give a little game and a little clarity on. I seen the GOAT, man. I seen the GOAT in tears. I seen the GOAT of this whole thing, this apparel, these influencers. I seen the GOAT in tears, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart to see the GOAT in tears. And so I just wanted to basically just rant about, once you sign these contracts, once you become an influencer, once you've said, okay, well, I'm going to market your product, that's what you got to do. You can't, it's no getting around that. You can't be at that point, once you sign the contract, you are an employee. You are an employee and you got to do your job. My thing is that is no reason why our major influencers don't have their own products. There's no reason why our favorite influencer don't have their own heat press. Our favorite influencer don't have their own embroidery machine. Because we seen the game. We seen the game, y'all. They are getting them manufactured in China. And they all praises, man. Yep, that like it's reliable, man. It's reliable. That EM1010, yeah, all praises, man. But like I'm saying, it's no reason why we don't have our own product. Like I just bought a 2-head by embroidery machine for $7,000. I bought it for $7,000. If I brought that machine here, right? If I had the bread, I don't have the bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the bread. So, that me dropping that 7K, it hurt me. You know what I'm saying? We got to jump back and get that back. I'm working the next 2-3 months to get that back. But if I had the bread, it's nothing for me to call those folks, to call by and tell them I need 25 of those machines and I sell them here at 10K. Now, if I'm selling them here at 10K, you still winning because you got a 2-head machine for $10,000. You're not going to get that from any other company that any influencer is showing you. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to get that. The The EM1010 is over maybe over $10,000. But I'm talking about a 15 needle 2-head machine for $7,000, even at $10,000. You got a commercial machine, industrial machine with 2 heads for $10K. Now, am I beating you? No, I ain't beating you. This just what the game is. If I have the influence to sell it, then I can sell it. So if we're selling millions of dollars for these other companies, at what point are we in there and saying, well, let me get the manufacturing? Who's in there sending these things in? What's the company that's slick? Get that information so we can be bosses. So like y'all just deal with this audio, man. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know. Sometimes my mic, sometimes it be working, sometimes it be acting crazy. But man, we gotta this 2023. We're going to this 2023, 2024. We gotta stop thinking. We gotta stop selling. Man, like we didn't become embroiderers. We didn't start our brands to be employees, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start thinking. We gotta start thinking on another level, man. There's no way. And then the community gonna support it. I did the research, especially if you the top influence, especially if you the GOAT. If the GOAT is telling us, hey, this is the best, I researched, I did the best that I researched the best product, the best heat press that money can buy. Make it do a GoFundMe, man. You can have these things on reserve. People are reserving heat presses based off of what the influencers are saying. You got to understand how powerful you are. If you can sell $1 million to somebody and you only making $10,000 or $20,000 and you done sold $1 million worth of product, then you can't expect people to pay you. You got to go get paid. You can't cry about people not paying you when you got to go out here and get paid, man. Go over there, Alibaba, and tell them folks to put your face on one of the machines. Take you $20K and get you 20 or 30 of the machines and sell them for $300. Let me tell you who did that. What's going on, NorCal? Let me tell you who did that. DTF Pro. I watched him do that because, you know, he had those DTFs before me, but it was slightly. He had just started when I got in. He was probably the only one that I could see that I could get any information from. And look at him now, man. All he was doing was getting them from Alibaba, getting them shipped in from Alibaba, and putting DTF Pro magnet on it, and putting a little something on top because he's in the U.S. He's giving you technical support. He speaks English, you know, and you're getting your product faster. All right, so, and then it still was priced with integrity, even his supplies, even to this day. Because when the big dogs got in, all right, when those major companies got into this, they just got in, really, the beginning of this year. When they start getting in, they selling DTL machines $25,000, $30,000. You know, when they know they getting it from Alibaba for $4,000-$5,000 a piece. I even seen one company, I forget the name of them, but they were getting them in pieced up. So they were assembling them here, but all that stuff was coming from China, but they were just assembling them here. Man, you know, we done seen all these folks walk through all these major companies. We ain't seen no manufacturer. Even with the transfers, you know what I'm saying? We talk about, you know, these companies that doing a major advertising, but how many influencers we know, how many people we know inside of the community that have their own transfers, that's doing major stuff with their transfers inside of the United States. And so we can make a conglomerate and put all of these people together under one big name, right? And we just buy from us. We just buy from the community. Like, I'm not one of those people because I'm really with the DTF now, because I had to take whatever come in, you know what I'm saying? But I would rather just deal with buying my transfers. I'd rather just deal with 50 pieces and up, you know, and buy the transfers. But I gotta have the DTL because I still gotta take those 9, 10s, 5s, you know, those memorial shirts, stuff like that. I still gotta take those small jobs. But I want to get to a point where I'm not taking nothing over 50 pieces and up. You know what I'm saying? So I could just buy the transfers. Boom, we could TKO. We get this transfer TKO. Boom, boom, boom. But at the same time, we could be coming together. You got a community of embroiderers. You got a community of well, not really the embroidery kind of, they kind of do their own thing. But as far as the transfers, that all that product should be coming out the same, y'all. Again, apologize for this mic. He just seemed to be going crazier and crazier. But yeah, it broke my heart, man, to see my brother in tears, because he is worth more than that. Just like my other brother that does the Rekomas. If you getting them off, man, at some point you gotta be thinking like, hey, you know what, man, I might can get my own off. You know what I mean? Because it's only so far you're gonna be able to go in that game, man. You know what I'm saying? It's only so far you're gonna be able to go. So that's my advice, man, to my brothers, to us all, man. If that does come to you, it is what it is. When you do get the contract and they saying, hey, I want you to advertise my product and that's it. At the end of the day, you can't be honest when you under that contract, because you just here to advertise one product. You know what I'm saying? You only can advertise one product. You can't touch all of them unless you pay for them. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch all of them unless you pay for them. They ain't just gonna send you some stuff out so you can give some honest some honest review on something, when it's a possibility that you can say something crazy to them and you got a $15,000 machine. And so we gotta just start using integrity, and we gotta look at these people and understand that, hey man, they can't advertise nothing else but that. Like with that buy machine, I bought that with my money, man. That Ricoma, I bought it with my bread. You know what I'm saying? And I can give an honest review. But if I get on the contract with somebody, man, it is what it is. But understand, if I'm in there, I'm going to eventually find out where the manufacturing coming from, and I'm going to make my own and put that Finny Prince logo on the top of it. It's proven. And it'll probably be half the price. And that's how you work for the people. This is how we work for the people, man. There's no reason we don't have a Stan Banks heat press. There's no reason why we don't have a Allen embroidery machine, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I see things. And so, if you gonna sign the contract, hey man, just play the game. Just play the game. You gotta play the game. But if not, you're not a boss, okay? And that's what I wanted to give to my brother, is that if you gonna play the game, you sign up with them folks, you gotta play the game and be what them folks want you to be. All right, you're not a boss, okay? You're not a boss. But if you're trying to be a boss, just peep the game, keep building your community, and then it's easy to help each other now. It's easier to help with this whole with this thing, having that direct plug with these folks, with Alibaba. And if we got 50K, if we got 100K, a lot of people are spending, 100K or 200K on machines. You know what I'm saying? I done did them little conference calls and consulted certain people, coming to me saying, okay, well, I got 150,000. What should I buy first? What I'm saying? How much should I spend on this? And how much should I spend on that? And you know what I'm saying? And people are gonna speak on, what you advertise and what you pretty much viewing, but I don't be really advertising. It's just what I work on. It's just what I got. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna tell nobody, hey man, you can spend, if you can spend 7K and compare it to a 15K, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And then you make the decision and do the research on your own if you feel comfortable enough with that. But it's simple, man. If I mess around and get 200,000 or I get 150,000, man, I'm gonna have some machines over here, man. I'm gonna have some machines over here. I'm gonna have some parts over here. It said if only they could take the affiliate money and use it to purchase brand new machines. Yeah, that's what you should be doing, because you should have a real business. See, that's another thing too, man. A lot of us, it's hard to do both. That's why I ain't on here all the time. And my business just ain't booming like that, but it's enough that keep me away from this door. I can't get on YouTube like I like, but man, I got a plethora of, content that I just haven't been able to upload it. You know what I'm saying? I just have a plethora of content I ain't been able to upload it. So you build your business first, get somebody to run the business, and then you do that for them. But you can't, it's hard to do both. It's hard to have people walking in and out, people dropping off orders. Man, somebody drop off a 2,000 item order. Man, you shut down. You through, man. That's 2 weeks of you just constantly, or 10 days or a week, but however much time you gonna spend on that, that is most people call it 7 to 10 days, even 2 weeks. Some companies. I know my brother NoCal, he said he don't let it sit for 2 days. He knocking there, everything gotta be gone 2-3 days. But it's still rough, man, when you have, when you get a big order like that come in, man, you shut down. But you can't shut down because you gotta advertise these folks' stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you should build your business first, make sure your business is running properly first, and you're not just dependent on influencer money. All right, you're not just dependent on that. And sometimes you can lean on that money. You can mess around and lean on that, and you lean on that bread, and then you can get fired. When you got your own stuff, man, you can't get fired. So more effort gotta go towards that, and building your business, building your brand, and so in a place where you can have more security, because you can say anything wrong. Just like your brother was talking about Kanye and Kyrie. You can say anything wrong, and then boom, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars is gone. They don't want to pay you no more, but you still got these bills. And you just got fired where you can't work in no other company no more. Ain't but so many companies, all of them working, of course, all of them working together. All of them getting this stuff shipped in crates together. They might call each other, man. How many you need? You need 20 machines? Okay, I need 20. Let me call this other let me call Apparel Warehouse or whatever, that Heat Press Nation. Let me call them, see how many machines they need. And when we all go in on a crate. We all go in on a crate and get these things shipped in. Well, I'll probably be buying about 4 months. Okay, yeah. And then that's why people are saying, well, it's gonna take 6 months to get these things in. It's gonna take, man, we won't get these things in. It's gonna take 4 months to give you your machine, man. They ordering your machine when you get there, man. So when you order the machine, they ordering it. We gotta, like I say, man, we finna go into 2023, man. You got a connection directly to these plugs. Just look at these machines, man. Like, sometimes I be on YouTube and I be watching videos with people with machines in India and Pakistan, of course in China and Japan. I be looking at these machines and I see the pieces. I see the pieces from the same machine. I say, okay, well, that look just like that just look just like a Racoma. That look just like the Bat Machine. That look like I think Mercro is the only one that looked, it got like a unique look to it. It almost looked alien-like, you know what I'm saying, that Mercro. It got a unique look to it. I don't see nothing that kind of compares to that overseas like that. But the other machines, man, these box machines, man, they kind of look the same. It's little changes here and there, but they kind of look the same, man. You know what I'm saying? So we could definitely get us a machine built. There's no reason. You know what I'm saying? We got to think bigger, man. These folks don't care as long as you got bread. As long as you got bread, man. And eventually, man, the people are going to be so ticked off in a minute, man, because inflation and stuff getting high, man. Just like, the community ain't going to keep letting things come in and be overpriced, or things, you buying things and they're not worth what the person said it was worth. Man, community going to get tired of that, man. They're going to get tired of it. They're going to get upset, man. And then somebody got to be that option, man. I might go start me a GoFundMe. I might start me a GoFundMe, man. Send me over there. I'll find them. I'll find who I need to talk to. Send me over there. But what you look on Alibaba, man, there's about 20 different companies, man, 20 different machines, man. You know what I'm saying? But they probably not that different, but, of companies that people just putting their name on. And that I'm sure they wouldn't mind putting your name, man. Listen, man. I probably can call those folks that buy, and if I had $150,000, $200,000, they'll send me the machines with my logo on it, and send me the parts to fix them. Or if not, I can just order the parts. You call me and order the parts, I get them to you. And you know it's gonna take a while. But I had that, man. I had to get them frames. When I had to get those frames, those arm bars, man, that thing took it almost took a month. Almost took a month for me to get those hoop arms. Because they may have them, but they only have them for the machine that they probably about to ship out. So you just gotta be mindful of these. And these folks just putting these things in these shipping warehouses, man. They buying a little spot in these shipping warehouses. They getting these things. That's what these companies doing. Now that's what I seen with the last machine I bought. I said, oh man, that's pretty smart. They put in the machine. They'll put about 5 to 10 machines inside of a warehouse in a couple of different locations, man. You know, these companies don't be having no 150 machines. Like, and we ain't seen it. Well, all these influencers been to all these different companies, been inside of there. Where are the machines at? Where is the assembly line at? Where they just putting these things together, you know? And so, man, it's you know, it's something. But you know, it's to feed the family. They learn from an early age to service and repair car. But we can do that too. We can do that too. That's what I'm saying. You being a boss, you can hand these things down to your children. You know, you had your children working with you when they get up of age, when you get to a point of needing them. But you know, even so, like you saying, man, even starting them at a young age on how to run these things, man, and how to repair them and how to fix them. And you know, they end up be making parts. You know what I'm saying? Be welding parts together and so forth. But we can do the same thing. It's just, you know, we don't have that mindset, man. We get complacent. We complacent with buying things. I'm trying to get it, you know, I'm trying to get as close to a manufacturer as I can get, you know. And that's what I did with my DTF machine, that L1800. And then even that, they were just gutting the machine out. And they put a different shell on it. And then some of y'all bought the L1800 or these other printers. You just bought them as is because they didn't sell them in America. I forget that brother name that our brother Stan went to, man. The goat went to that brother with the beard, brother with the long beard, kind of looked like a hippie. That brother was getting hundreds of printers, and you know he might have had 100 printers in his house. We was getting 100 of printers and then converting them. And so instead of asking him about, oh, what's the maintenance? Because even back then, they ain't even believe in the DTF. They thought it was a joke. They thought, oh, man, it's just the chemicals going to kill you. Everybody was laughing and joking. And you know, now understanding the same company that you sitting up here talking about these transfers, they doing the same thing. Same process. But instead of asking him, man, how you getting these printers in? We sitting here asking about the maintenance. Like it ain't 1,000 videos on DTF maintenance. How are you getting the printers in, sir? Like, what's the process? How are you picking these things up from these shops? And I mean, picking it up from these shipping places. I even seen a video where one brother got he picked up his machine from the shipping dock or whatever. I don't know what you call that, but you know, he had to sign all this paperwork to get these things through custom and so forth. But that's a process that, you know, if you're going to be selling products, you need to understand how that process works. All right, how that process works also. But yeah, I just wanted to vent on that thing, man, because it broke my heart to see my brother like that, man, and you know, just how dependent my brother might have been on that, man. A port, man. You know, it just hurted me to see him like that. And you know, if you gonna build it, but at the same time, man, if you burn those bridges like that, you know, the best way to get back is to get your own, man. Stan Banks, man, shoot, man. If I had the money, I'd put your face on it. If I had the money, I would put his face on it. I would put his face on it, man, and pay him to advertise it. But then look how that looks on you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, just you got to know your worth. You got to know your worth and not get complacent, y'all. That's my message, man. Or if you're going to get complacent, you just got to be quiet and sell your product. All right, just sell your product. Don't be going in here trying to, trying to give too much. Telling people, hey, trying to say that this is better than this and that is better than that. Don't expect these people to tell you that there are better options and there are better machines. Bro, they get paid to advertise this machine. They get paid off of every machine that they're advertising. They've signed contracts, And you got to pray for that brother, man. I know about me, yeah, man, pray for me too, but there ain't none of these jokers paying me. I make all mines off of the work I'm doing inside of this shop, inside this garage, man. So, they ain't gotta mess with me like that, cause like I say, my mind frame is I'm trying to I get my own. If I get enough bread, I get my own. I talk to these manufacturers and be like, man, hey, well, what it's gonna take for you to give me one? Just like if Buy came to me, okay, but what it's gonna take for me? How about we make my own, and then we can make these little adjustments here, and and I can make my own, and then we can sell it like that. It's still you making the money, but I can make another 3,000 off of it, and I'll advertise it for you if I got to that level. You know what I'm saying? But again, just being so busy. With the basic work in the Etsy shop and stuff pulling me away. It's just hard for me to build it up like that. But yeah, or you work with them for a certain time, you sell their machines for a certain time, and then hey, I done did this to put my own little spin on it, and I have a better machine, a better quality. You know what I'm saying? You can change the motor up. We got a stronger motor in here. Bada bye. And and we serve it like that, but my price is still, like I said, at 10K. 10K at 6-7K for a single 15 needle commercial. I'm still beating everybody in the US. You still beating everybody in the US. You know what I'm saying? So respect to all the hustlers, respect to all my printers, all my embroiderers. Yeah, man. And yeah, you're right. You don't need a lot of machines, man. You can come in with just 10, and you get off that 10, you got 100,000. But you got the 10 at 70. You get the 10 off, you at 100. You got an extra 30. Then you put that 100 back in. Don't even try to make the money. Put that 100 back in, get 20 more machines. It's But you got to get up to that level, man. I'm nowhere near. That level, but I'm just saying, if I was making $100,000, another $200,000 outside of my business, just doing YouTube, that's where I'm going. You ain't gonna see me. Listen, if I'm doing 100,000 on YouTube, and I'm doing 50 to 100 in my business, man, that's all I'm doing. I'm putting that YouTube money into getting me some machines and letting those things go, man. Yep. Yeah, 20 needle. Yeah, Yep, at about 10, 20. People don't know that, man. About 10, 20, you getting 10, 20 machines. Them things, they cost you you're right, $3,000-$4,000, man. $3,000-$4,000. Even those big DTF machines, man, you get you 10, 20 of those things. It's just, them DTFs, people just don't know how to use them things, man. That thing, embroidery too is difficult too in the beginning. Them folks gonna be calling you left and right. But DTF machines too, man. They gonna be letting them heads get clawed, and I can just imagine the customer service on that. But still, it's the same thing. You getting you some software made. They not making that software. They getting them to make them that RIP software for them. They getting them to make that RIP software. All right, these folks they barely know how to use their own equipment. They not embroiderers. They hustling. They just selling stuff that we could be selling ourselves. It's just we ain't got the capital. We ain't got the capital, and like somebody like me, but some of our big influencers, some of our major influencers, especially the GOAT, could definitely at least get off a heat press. You know what I'm saying? Well, with nobody, if you type in how to start a t-shirt business, this brother's name is gonna pop up. And instead of saying, hey, what's the cheapest heat press? I got you the heat press. I got you the heat press and the vinyl cutter. That's simple, man. You probably can get them vinyl cutters for $50. Get you 10 of those things, put your face on it. So yeah, man, we just, going to this next year, man, 2023, 2024, man, we gotta start thinking, we gotta start thinking bigger, y'all. You gotta start thinking bigger. And I ain't saying I'm the one. I'm saying whoever do it, I support it. If my brother is selling a vinyl cutter that's decent for my needs, like saying I don't have a vinyl cutter, it's levels to those vinyl cutters, but you have one that does everything that I need, I'ma shop with you. I'm shopping with you because you from the community. You know the hustle. You know the struggles. You probably done mapped these things out. You got the same guts as a Titan. You know what I'm saying? You got the same guts in there as the Titan 3. Okay, well, man, we gonna run that. We gonna run that, man. So yeah, man. I just wanted to drop y'all that, and this thing is bigger. It's bigger. You have direct plugs. I know we scared of that Alibaba, but that's what they doing, y'all. That's what they doing. And imagine somebody who flew over there. Imagine if I flew over there and I'm inside of the warehouse with a translator. Okay, we looking at the products. We getting this thing built and designed personally for me, but I'm getting the machine dirt cheap, where I can still outbeat all the competition. That's simple, man. And we should have an ambassador. The community needs some kind of ambassador there that we can do that with. That we could do a GoFundMe and send the joker over there. And see what these folks is making. I done seen, man, listen, those folks got so many different machines with these apparel companies, man. Like, it's so many different machines that steam the hat. You put the hat on top of the machine, and then all this steam come out of there and give it the perfect shape, So yeah, man, you can go, that's what I was saying. You can go directly over there. You can find a company on Alibaba, and then you can go direct. Usually, a lot of people, even with their own T-shirts, man, we keep buying Gildan. Man, we know what we need. We know we need, man. If you got an embroidery machine, you need needles, you need thread, you need backing, right? We can go over there and get that in the boatload. We can go over there and get needles and backing and man, my mic, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. It's gonna be better next time. I just did this on the fly. We know what we need. We know we need these things. We know with DTF we need certain inks. And this is why we have people like Big Boy Inks. I just seen my brother Elliot, Elegant Edits. He got a DTF machine. All right, and I know that brother Operation Integrity. All right, spiritual brother. We also have, we got DTF Pro. They went over there, got their inks from over there. You know what I'm saying? So, they ain't go over there, maybe, but, imagine if we went over there, man. We had a crew to go over there, man. We testing this stuff, and we said, hey, we trying to spend this much and so and so. We know what we need, even the small stuff, man. Even the small, like I said, even thread. If you're a big embroidery influencer, you can have your own thread. You can have your own thread, and people will jump down on that thread, man. Especially if it's cheaper, because it should be cheaper. It should be cheaper, man. And if it's cheaper, that's all jokers need. If it's the same quality and it's cheaper, you win. You win. That's guaranteed win. And you got millions of people, you got hundreds of thousands of people watching you every day. You right, Op. Yeah, you got to count the cost, man. You got to count the cost. So, yeah, man, it can start as simple as something as thread and bobbins, man. And needles and backing and topping. It could, and inks. Like even the companies, I done seen with my DTF, they said they really only make their money on the inks. They make their money on the inks, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't really make the money on the machines like that. But they waiting on you to buy the inks and to buy that powder. Um, and the same thing, you know, I've seen, you know, with every company that sell you embroidery machine, they telling you what thread to use. You know, they telling you what thread to use and what, you know, and what bobbins to use, and you know what I'm saying, so you know what I'm saying. Even the one that the buy I got from Alibaba, it's still, you know, 2 days later, I had a salesman asking me about how much thread I needed and how much, you know what I'm saying, what kind of backing I needed, because they know they only giving you one roll. They only give you 1 or 2 rolls. I think might have got for a 2 head. I might have got about 35. They may have gave me about 35 rolls. I got about 5 extra rolls of some crazy colors, man. Just colors all over the place. They really only gave me 1 black. I was salty about that. But it is some decent thread. It's some nice thread. I can't really tell the difference really, besides it's just being just super shiny. But man, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference from them and Madeira. I wouldn't be able to do it. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get up off here because I'm just ranting now, but I just want us to see the bigger picture, man. Or if we not gonna see the bigger picture, then we just gotta play the game. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself entangled, just play the game. If you see me entangled, understand I'm just playing the game. And one day you gonna see that Finney Prince heat press, and vinyl cutter. I'll put them together. Put them together and give you the vinyl. Throw you some vinyl. Throw you the signed vinyl in there, and have you some tutorials. Have you some tutorial videos with a RIP software. All right, with a little basic software that you can roll with that thing, man. You know, something that's light. That's light because it's really only a couple $100. And then you price that at the same price as that Amazon setup, and you gonna win. You gonna win, man. So yeah, man, we gotta, you know, instead of us keep making these, hey, what's the best this and what's the best that, and I'm not saying, you know, just everyone, because there's only certain people that's at this level that can do this. That you make your own. What's the other brother name? Super Ninja, the little ninjas, the ninjas brand. Like that brother there, he also, man, you know. You got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You making, maybe you say you making 100,000, or say you just making 50,000. You can take the YouTube money if you got a business, if you got a real business. You know, you can take the YouTube money and invest that into the kind of product that you want to sell with your name on it, and take the money and make the money instead of making millions of dollars for other companies. That's all they doing is really going over there and shipping stuff in. And I'll leave you this last example. I heard the goat say that this one company had the best heat press that he ever seen. The best heat press for the price. It was he said it was like 1,100. And he said they discontinued it and said it would take 6 months for them to get in some more machines. But they discontinued that one. And he was like, why you discontinue? What? Like, brother, if that's, you should have asked. What they discontinued it because they went with somebody else that's gonna give them a cheaper product. All right, that's not gonna be as good, but it's cheaper. They can make more money off of because of the price difference. So that's usually why a company would just switch. It don't matter how good, because they don't care about the people. They don't care about the product. It's about this bread. It's about business. And so you say, okay, well, this is the best machine. We need that plug. We need that plug. Because if it's really 11, if they selling it for 1,100, you probably can still make a killing at 700. You can still make a killing at 700 and put your name on it. You know it's the best product. You know it's the best startup. And that's it, man. It's simple. It's simple for me. It's just getting the bread is the hard part. But if you got the bread, man, if you can get the bread, or if you can get 4 or 5 of y'all together, all the top influencers, y'all come together and y'all say y'all want to do something for the community. You know, it ain't just gotta be one person. It could be 4 or 5, you know, of the major influencers, 4 or 5 of the people that got the bread, right? And then, you know, you just call it something else. You know, y'all unite on the name and say we did this for the community, man. I'm in on it. All right, but I'm gonna yield with that, y'all, man. I hope this thing was edifying. I hope we ought to learn something. I hope we see a bigger vision. All right, it's the vision just don't stop with us getting 4 machines and getting 5 machines, or we got the clothing brand going. It's a plethora of things that we can get into. It's a plethora of these things that we can get into that we can be doing on our own. I think it's a sister too that has, or I know it's a brother, but I think it's a sister too that has their own sublimation inks. I think it's like Sublimation Galore or something like that. I know it's one in Atlanta. I know the brother's in Atlanta that has his own inks, own sublimation paper, the whole 9. You know what I'm saying? And so the community should be behind the community. You know what I'm saying? We can't be hating. You can't be, oh man, this brother making all this money and this brother just doing this and da 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 da. If you're gonna get it, just get it from the community, especially if their price is better and they pretty much selling the same thing, man. Y'all be blessed, man. I appreciate y'all hanging in. I hope this thing helped somebody who might have been down, who might have been like, you know what, I done got to my max. I can't have no more embroidery machines, but you got extra paper, man. Start building the influence so you can start selling those things, because the influence, when you got the influence, you got the power. When you got the influence, you got the power. That's why they need you. That's why they need the influencers, because they have the people. They can connect with the people. That's how the whole world works. It don't matter what it is. That's why Ye can put his name on anything, it'll sell, because he has the influence. But when you have the influence, you understand that if they ain't want to pay you what you want, that you can always make your own. You can always sell your own. And I yield with that, man. Y'all be blessed out here. And I'll talk to y'all another time. Finny Prince out. Y'all make sure y'all like, sub, and subscribe. Share this thing. We trying to get to 1,000, y'all. We close. We at the last lap. Y'all help me out with that thing. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.